Hello everyone, I'm coming to you from the dangerous Nether to show you something pretty cool. I've built a blaze farm. This collection of white glass and black polished stone with lava in it is a blaze farm. That metallic cage looking thing with fire inside of it is a blaze spawner. When you're nearby, it'll create blazes. And this farm makes it so that they fall neatly into the lava and get collected toward that hole there. And then I can go down beneath it and kill said blazes. And get XP and blaze rods, which are useful for a number of things. Blaze rods are fuel. Blaze rods can be turned into blaze powder, which is also good for fuel. And this isn't an explanatory video, so I won't get into all of it, but they also drop XP. There's a whole bunch of them up there now. Pretty soon they're going to be down here. I can just kill them. They can't kill me. And then I can use it to recharge my tools that all have mending on them. You can see I've been using this Silk Touch pickaxe a lot. I'll show you why later. But I just kill these guys and their XP will go right into recharging whatever it is I'm holding. And then the hoppers underneath collect the blaze rods for me, and I can take those back with me. This is pretty useful little farm, and you want to be able to get here quickly, so I made a tower and a highway. You saw out there, kind of dangerous looking place. This is a nether fortress. And this nether fortress is quite a distance from my portal at my base camp. So there's all this jumping around you gotta do and fighting you might have to do. So in order to avoid all of that, I built a tower right here. And it looks like it just belongs as part of the fortress, but I built it entirely out of nether bricks, which I got from all of the mining that I've been doing trying to get ancient debris to upgrade my armor and weapons into netherite. And I have now a tower made completely of nether brick from all of that netherrack I've been mining. And this will take me all the way up to the top bedrock of the nether, or in other words, the highest up you can go. And it should be monster free. For some reason there was a blaze in my tower. I don't know why. That was weird. But now I've got this pathway here. It's very well lit. Shouldn't spawn any monsters. And I can just do my little crazy turbo jumping here and move along this pathway very quickly. It's a long pathway, but it's a lot faster going this way than it is going the other way. And I was thinking about showing you guys going the other way, but it's just so far. It makes the video too long to show you that. So I opted to show you this nether highway instead, since I made this. I even expanded it down below the floor here, where you can't see at the moment, so that I could additionally at some point in the future, if I wish, turn it into a blue ice boat highway, which will be even faster. It'll be real nice if I can do that, but I'm going to have to find an Arctic biome of some kind, like maybe an ice spikes biome or something, where there's just tons and tons and tons of ice, and I can just mine like crazy, bring it all back here. I'll need hundreds and hundreds of blocks probably to make that highway, and that'll be zippy fast. So this is the tower that I've already had. I've shown you before, and I have honey blocks that I added to the fall shaft so that I take less damage. And I have that in all of the shafts, including the one in the tower I just built that I showed you going up, but I didn't show you going down. Alright, that's one thing I have to show you. I have another thing to show you here. This is a netherwort farm. Netherwort grows in the nether, and it grows on this soul soil. And I created this spillway farm that it's not quite complete yet. I need some sticky pistons, and I don't have sticky pistons, I have regular pistons. You need slime to turn regular pistons into sticky pistons. I'm currently in the process of mining a ton of space underground looking for slime chunks, because slimes only spawn in certain chunks in the game, about 1 in every 10. I'm going to show you another thing real quick. Now that it's sunset, it should look pretty cool. I've got here a completed lava farm. It's 30 cauldrons, all dripping with lava. And I made it a kind of a boring stone box, but not just a boring stone box. You might be able to tell that there is luminescent lichen. Look over here where there isn't any light at all. Or almost isn't any light at all. It's pretty dark, but you look over here, it's like, oh, there's a faint glow there. And it looks kind of cool. I think it makes this glow on the inside and on the outside. It's a nice little touch. And to show the rest of it to you, it needs to be brightly lit, so we'll just sleep real quick and show that to you. So, some of the other things you may have noticed, there's a lot of dirt up here. There's roots growing here. This is rooted dirt. It grows underneath, or is created by the adult versions of these flowering bushes, these flowering azalea bushes. They grow kind of like oak trees when you fertilize them. And so I grew some to create some rooted dirt. And the story is basically, okay, this used to have a couple of big old trees here, and they died and they fell over and the logs rotted away, but the roots were still intact. And it kind of held some dirt up here so it didn't get washed away by rain or whatever. And that's kind of the visual story we're telling here with this building. I spent a lot of time on this. It's kind of crazy how much time it took something so simple to be made. But we've got some cool little roots hanging down, and we've got the lichen on the outside, and we've got some flowers and these kind of natural looking slopes that kind of look like maybe natural erosion created these spilling piles of dirt. But other than a few blocks right here that I preserved that were originally there, that I got the idea from, most all of this dirt was placed by hand by me, trying to create something that looked like, oh look, there used to be more dirt up here held together by these roots or whatever, and they just kind of washed off. So I think it looks kind of cool. I probably will do some more work to it later to make it look even better, like at least probably putting some archways down here to explain why this dirt doesn't collapse in on my canal that I dug. So, speaking of slimes, oh yes, and I have some stalactites and stalagmites growing there. I started that to help me get the stalactites I needed for the lava farm. One last thing I want to show you. Down here in the mines, I've started digging shafts looking for slime chunks, or chunks where slimes can spawn. You will see got a lot of, I've toggled on showing chunk borders. These yellow line cages basically show me where the chunks are, and I've put down these gates to separate one chunk from another, so that if I ever see a slime down here, I'll know which chunk exactly it came from. Now, one last thing I want to show you is inside of this lush cave biome. I've showed some lush caves before. You may not have seen them, so you're in for a treat. I love them. I think they look so cool. Just this cave full of vines with glowing berries, and these clay pools, and these odd amphibians. They call them axolotls. I captured a couple. We'll start breeding some of our own. They're kind of cool. And over here, I have found another amethyst geode. I've started excavating it. This thing was entirely encased by these minerals. The white stuff's calcite, the black stuff, I forget the name of it. I suppose we can figure out the name of it really fast. Grab a piece. I've been excavating it. Smooth basalt. And I stopped excavating it because I think it looks kind of cool. Just like this. I'll finish excavating it, but I wanted to show it as it is right now before I did any more work on it. Normally, these amethyst geodes, at least all the ones I've found so far, at least one side of the geode will be open, and then you can go inside of the geode, but this one is closed. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to finish excavating it entirely. It'll be one big purple orb of amethyst, and then I'll carve a little hole into it and go inside. We'll rearrange things so that we can mine it better, or maybe we'll just leave this one to look really cool since we have one that we've already got arranged for mining. I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think. Make some comments. Send me messages. But that's about all I've got to show you today. Lots of things I've been working on, and I enjoyed making them, and I enjoyed showing them to you, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Have a great day. We'll see you again soon. Bye now.